Literally fell in love with a fictional man. Like, that's actually crazy. Oh, we got a lot of books to read and we got 24 hours to do it. I mean, it is 4 a.m. and we are stopping the timer at 20 hours. The birds are chirping, y'all. The birds are chirping. That's how you know it's too early. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another book video, more specifically a book challenge, baby. We are going to be doing the 24-hour reading challenge, but this time I'm going to be doing it with my bestie. We're going to do it like sleepover edition. I'm going over to her house. We're going to try to read for 24 hours, and we decided that we're going to basically time every time we read until it adds up to 24 hours. We're going to make snacks. We're going to have a list of books that we want to try to finish. I have 2 digital books and 2 physical books, which I already have at her place. I think it's going to be so much fun, and hopefully we can get some reading done. We both have been trying to make a dent in our TBR, so I feel like, you know, we're going to try to read for 24 hours and see how it goes. Will we turn up delirious? Will we go cuckoo? Probably. But I'm so excited. So I'm going over to her house once I'm done work. And then we have a friend coming over. We're going to be hanging out with her. And then we'll start the challenge tonight/tomorrow. And we'll see how many books that we get to read. So comment down below how many books you think I'll be able to read in 24 hours. When I've done this challenge by myself, I've read a good amount. But being with my bestie, I don't know how much we'll be actually reading. I think we're going to try because we'd love to make a dent in our TBR. So, yeah, I feel like this fun challenge will help me make a dent in my TBR. And I think it's just a fun thing, you know. So come along the journey with us. And, yeah, I wanted to start the vlog. And, yeah, so I'm going to finish work and then head over to her. All right, so I'm at Bestie's house. Almost dropped my iPad. I'm listening to Morning Milking Farm. One of you guys recommended on Instagram. It's a funky one, but that's currently what I'm listening to. And then my bestie is listening to Love Theoretically, which is one of my favorite romance books. So we have started the time, and we're like 30 seconds in, 24 more hours to go. Whenever we're not reading, I'll probably pause the time, but as long as at least one of us is reading, we Gucci. The 24 hours have begun. Morning, guys. It is the next day. Yesterday, we were able to read for like an hour before our other friend came over, and we hung out with her, and that was really fun. Now it is Saturday, and today we're going to try to do the big chunk of reading. We are at, let's see, we're at 2 hours and a half. So far, well, what I'm currently reading is Morning Glory Milking Farm. I'm listening to the audiobook. That book was recommended by one of you guys on Instagram. It's a very much like a hear me out book. I'm low-key eating it up. It's interesting, but I'm eating it up. So I'm currently listening to that. I have a few books that I want to read in this challenge, so I thought I would share. So I want to finish, obviously, Morning Glory Milking Farm by C.M. Nicosta. I'm listening to it on Spotify and using my audiobook hours. And then I'll show you guys the physical books and then share my, audiobooks that I want to read. So we have Don't Go Breaking My Heart by N.G. Peltier, which is Island Bites Book 2. This is the second book in the series. The third one is coming out this year, so I kind of want to finish the series from now on. So this is kind of like a finished series vibes, and it's been sitting on my TBR for a while. I'm going to be reading it physically, so I'm excited for that. Then we have A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. This has been pretty anticipated for me. It's a fantasy series with a blue sprayed edge. This book, I'm going to be going back and forth between the audiobook and physically reading it. I feel like fantasy, I like listening to the audiobook because it makes me understand more, especially that sometimes with the complex world building and stuff. I don't know, I really like it. So we are going to go back and forth between physically reading and listening to the audiobook. I read the first chapter so far, and it's pretty interesting. So yeah, I'm going to finish Morning Glory and then probably, I don't know. Oh, it also matches my sweater. I am 1 chapters into this one, and this one's longer, so I might go with this one. We'll see how I feel after the book, but we have like a blue vibe going on. So I have 2 books on NetGalley that I want to read so that I can review, but I'm also excited to read. We have The Lovers by Rebecca Fabian. It's a sapphic romance. The cover really drew me in. I'm excited to read that one. And then we have Business Casual, which is the 4th and I think last book in a romance series by B.K. Borson. The series itself, I think I gave it like 2-3 stars. It wasn't like wow, but I have high hopes for Business Casual, I think, question mark. So yeah, about 4 or 5 books in mind for this challenge. We'll see how far I get. I might end up reading more. And then if so, then I can make a nice dent in my TBR because I've been on it, y'all. And yeah, I'm happy and proud of myself. So anyways, my bestie is walking her dog and then she's going to be back. We're going to eat breakfast and read. I'll share the books that are on her little 24-hour list. She has a bunch of Disney books. Some of them I got her. She has the Serena Valentino books. She loves Disney. So she has these 3 that she hopes to read and have been sitting on her TBR for a little while. And then these books I got for her birthday or Christmas, I believe. And it's the Prince's Stories. Can we take a moment for the covers? So basically she's going to try in the 24 hours to finish reading her Disney books so that she can get into more romance, murder mystery. And yeah, so that's kind of our goals. I'll be reading digitally on my iPad as well. So I have 2 physical books and then the rest will be on my iPad or listening to them. And then she has these books. So we got a lot of books to read and we got 24 hours to do it. I'm excited. So far I've done this challenge by myself with my mom and my bestie and I love it. So yeah, I'm going to continue reading. We are 2 hours and a half in the challenge and we have 22 more hours to go. Comment down below how many books you think we will be able to read. So far for me and her and my mom guessed 4-ish books, so we shall see. And let's continue reading. Hey. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Help. 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 All right, guys, I finished A Fate Inked in Blood. I gave it 4 stars. It was an adventure. I ate it up physically. Such a beautiful book. But the adventure was adventuring. It was doing what it needed to do. And I can't wait for whenever the second one comes out. Also, just look at how beautiful this book is. I really felt like I was in the main FFC's brain the whole time. And Bjorn, I don't know how to say his name. He did what he needed to do. So enjoyed that. So we finished the Milking Farm audiobook, finished this book. I went between audiobook and physically reading it. And at one point I kind of did both. So yeah, time-wise, we are at almost 11 hours. So we have 14 hours to go, and we are like 2 books in. I've been kind of doing the bigger books first, and then, because, at one point I know we're going to be delirious. So I might as well do the bigger, longer books first. Now I think I'm going to read Business Casual on NetGalley, and then you guys will probably see a review at one point. But yeah, I'm going to start Business Casual, and we'll go from there. So now I'm switching from audiobook / physical book to digitally reading. So let's get reading, babes. I think you're Gucci. No, I'm liking it so far. Hello, guys. We are 15 hours into our challenge, and I was able to finish Business Casual by BK Borison. 5 stars. Ate it up. Gobble, gobble. The spice was doing what it needed to do. The chemistry was there. It gave very much Grumpy X Sunshine, but the MMC Charlie was the sunshine, and I forgot the FMC's name. She was very much grumpy. So good. I literally fell in love with a fictional man. Like, that's actually crazy. Especially that, like, me and Bestie didn't really like as much the first books, but the 4th book, chef's kiss. I'll probably do a review on TikTok and Instagram, so stay tuned for that. Now we're going to read Don't Go Breaking My Heart by M.G. Peltier. I'm going to physically read it. I'm only 18 pages in. And yeah, Bestie read Never Never, which is Captain Hook's story. And then now she's currently reading Fire and Faith, which is Hades' story. So we got lots of books in. We ate a good steak dinner. We drank Pepsi, so we're a little wired. It is almost midnight, and we're going to try to read as much as we can. And we're going a little delirious, but that's okay. That's a part of the challenge. We made a dent in our TBR. We're reading the books, and yeah. Also, I didn't bring any bookmarks, so I'm using hers, and it's a Harry Potter one. Slay. So yeah, I'm going to get reading. I'm going a little cuckoo, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna read. Okay. Hey y'all. It's 2:50 a.m., almost 3 a.m. and I finished reading Don't Go Baking My Heart by N.G. Peltier. It was super cute. I think I give it 3 stars. It was really adorable. Basically, she's the baker's assistant and he's like a stuck-up office guy and he wants to seem a little bit more social at work, so they work together for a bake off and they slowly fall for each other, and it's really cute. The spice was spicing, but there were a lot of parts that were really long and I felt like sometimes I was like, girl, wrap it up. But I still very much enjoyed it and I would give it 3 stars. So far we've read 4 books. We read Morning Glory Milking Farm, which was funky and interesting. A Fate Inked in Blood, which beautiful fantasy book. And then we read Business Casual on the iPad, which was very good. Chef's Kiss. And then we read Don't Go Baking My Heart. We are at the 19-hour mark, so we have like 5 more hours. Bestie's working on
Fire and Faith.
Fire and Faith. She's like 3/4 to the way through. Did I even make sense? She's 3/4 of the way there. Yeah.
I have like 50 pages.
She has like 50 pages left. And I'm glitching. And now I'm gonna start The Lovers by Rebecca Fabian, but we're gonna go to bed soon because clearly I can barely speak English. So, yeah, we're going to go to bed soon and then eat breakfast and then continue reading for the leftover hours, which I'll probably be reading the Lover's book. I'll start a little bit and then we're going to go to bed and then continue tomorrow. That's the update. I hope I made sense. Me editing this is going to be very interesting because I know I'm not going to make sense. Anyways, we've been reading for 19 hours straight. Well, actually, no, we took some breaks. But yeah, we've been reading a lot. Good vibes all around, though. We've had a lot of fun. And I've read a lot of books and I've made a good dent in my TBR and I'm very proud. So, yeah. Am I tired? Yes. Am I delirious? Yes. But we're having fun.
Tired of this grandpa.
I'm tired of this grandpa. So yeah. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Okay, I'm gonna start The Lovers by Rebecca Fabian, which has a beautiful cover. I have no idea what it's about. It's a sapphic romance, and that's all I know by the cover. Which I'm gonna read or start reading the arc on NetGalley. Soar on my iPad. And yeah, it's shorter than Business Casual, so I think I should be done with the 5 hours left on the timer. So hello guys, I know y'all can barely see me. It is 4 a.m. and we are stopping the timer at 20 hours. The birds are chirping, y'all. The birds are chirping. That's when you know it's too early. It's too early, babes. It's too early. So we're gonna go to bed, and whenever we wake up, we will continue the reading. There's like 4 hours left, so we'll do that tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to fall asleep with the birds chirping, but low-key, it's kind of soothing. So, good night. See you tomorrow. Hello, guys. It is the next day. We are at 20 hours and a half, so we have 3.5 hours left to go. And yeah, we've had a lot of fun so far. We read a lot of books. She finished her Serena Valentino books, and now she will probably read or start reading one of the Prince novels. So I'm excited to see which one she picks to read. I feel like she was debating between this one, which is technically the first one, or this one because it's the longest. But they're beautiful covers. Me, I'm going to continue The Lovers on my iPad on NetGalley, because I want to give a review soon. So I'm currently working on that on my iPad. I'm about almost halfway-ish, like a third-ish, through the book. My goal is to hopefully finish this book, maybe even start another one. But I kind of hit my goal. I wanted to finish reading these two books, plus Business Casual, and I ended up finishing the book that I was in the middle of, the Morning Glory Milk one. So I feel like this weekend was very productive. It was so fun, and I feel like we would do something like that again, but like maybe switch it up. Like our challenge is to read 4 books, 5 books, or like make it fun. Comment down below some fun reading book challenges that I could do with my bestie that could make us make a dent in our TBR, but also just like make it fun. Did we go a little delirious by the end of the night? Very much so. We slept at like 3-4 a.m. as you saw. And now we're awake. Bestie is walking her dog, and then we're gonna eat breakfast and continue reading. And then I have my other friends coming over to my place later. I don't know if I'm gonna film that, but basically we're gonna have kind of like a game night. We're gonna play Overcooked and a bunch of games on my Nintendo Switch, so I'm excited. I feel like, summer is approaching, social activities are happening, and I'm all about it. So let me know if you guys want to see what I'm up to this summer in vlogs. I will still continue, obviously, book videos and vlogs, but let me know what you guys want to see. But yeah, we are reading. So far, I'm liking it. Basically, it's a sapphic romance between a tarot card reader, and it's a second chance romance. They connected right before college, and then they kind of had like a falling out. Reconnect when one of them is the wedding planner for a wedding that she is doing tarot card readings for. So I feel like I'm learning a little bit more about like twin flames, soulmates, and tarot card stuff, which is really cool. And yeah, I'm liking it. It's a bit slow in the beginning. I'm just kind of like, can we get to the juicy part? But I'm still enjoying the read, and I kind of want to see how they rekindle their flame, especially that they think that, or at least one of them thinks that they're like twin flames, So very interesting. I'm enjoying it so far. I really enjoyed my reads. I feel like almost every video that I filmed this month, I've had at least 1 5-star read in them, and I'm super happy. Sometimes you read and there's like literally just nothing, or you're in a slump, or just like no book is hitting, but lately the books have been hitting. And I'm eating it up. Business Casual, I was not expecting it to hit as much as it did, especially the rest of the series. I think I gave like 2-3 stars, but that one was like a 5-6-star read. Like I was obsessed. And yeah, I really loved A Fate Inked in Blood. Like it was cool to be in this fantasy world. It was a bit slow, but I still enjoyed it. And the book itself is just beautiful. Enjoyed this one. Like it was so hot. Kind of long, but still very enjoyable. And I can't wait for the third one that comes out. So I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. I've been reading a lot, making a dent. And I've actually been able to smush my TBR and wish list together. And yeah, we've made it smaller. Now I kind of have a TBR, which is around 10, which was the goal, not including series. And then there's like a little bit of like a wait list of like books of like that are on NetGalley or like that are coming out soon. So like I'm getting closer and closer to my goal, which was making my TBR smaller / like feasible and like workable. Because when it's more than like 10, 15, I'm like a little bit overwhelmed. And I shouldn't be overwhelmed by my TBR, you know what I mean? So we're kind of getting there, and we are even closer to the book buying ban ending, and I feel like I'm in a good spot reading-wise, and I feel like I have a good flow going that even after my book buying ban, I feel like I will be responsible. There are a few books that I know I'm going to probably buy immediately, but I think generally I will be better. We shall see. Maybe I'll do a video of me like getting off my book buying ban and like what are the first books that I'm going to get after the book buying ban. We shall see. Anyways, I'm going to continue reading. We are at 10 hours and a half. And yeah, I'm going to restart the timer. Slay and continue reading. I've been liking going physical, audiobook, iPad. Like I've been loving the switcheroos. I also want to do some editing. Maybe if I finish this book and there's time left, I might start Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, that's one of my big anticipated reads. I might listen to that as I do some editing because I'm kind of a little bit behind. I was able to do some yesterday, but we'll see. But yeah, we're going to read, eat breakfast, and then continue reading. And then later I'm going to go home and have friends over. I've rambled enough. I will dive right back into the book. We are done the 24 hours, baby. Hey. So let me give you guys a little bit of a rundown. Bestie finished the 3 Serena Valentino books, and then she is a few chapters into this one. So she read 3 books, almost 4. And then I read the Milking Farm audiobook. I was like 3/4 of the way through that. And then I read Don't Go Baking. I'm not saying it in order there, but I read Don't Go Baking My Heart. And then I also read A Fate Inked in Blood. And then I read Business Casual. And I'm almost done The Lovers, which I think I'm just going to continue reading it because I'm almost done. But yeah, so I read 4, almost 5 books. I really enjoyed this challenge. Did I go a little crazy? Yes. Did I sleep extremely late? Yes. But did I have lots of fun? Also, yes. This challenge was really, really fun. Comment down below other challenges I should do by myself with Bestie. And yeah, I want to do more challenges like this. I feel like this was a fun way to, bond with my bestie, read lots of books, and also make a dent in my TBR. Like a lot of these books were sitting on my TBR for a really long time, or like sitting in my NetGalley app that I wanted to like read and review. So yeah, I'm pretty proud, and I've really made a big chunk dent in my TBR. In total, like I said, I was able to read 4 to 5 books. So if you guessed right, good on you, babes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. More vlogs. Summer's coming around, so I feel like that could be really, really fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another one.